Chickens in the city. It might sound crazy, but more and more people are actually raising chickens in their own backyard. Matt Kokanis with Microfarm Gardens gets asked about the coops a lot. He joins us now with more. Matt, it's great to see you. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me on the show, Colleen.
We're so glad. You brought some chickens with you today,
Yep,
too.
2 chickens.
Do they have names?
They don't have names.
Oh, we should
But
name
they did
them.
lay an egg for you.
They laid an egg just for our show.
Yep. Take it home with you.
Wasn't that thoughtful of them? Okay,
Yep.
now, Matt, some people may not even think that this is legal to have chickens in their backyards. It is legal if you obey some rules,
It
correct?
is legal. There's about a dozen hoops to jump through to get a permit from the city. A couple of the big ones, though, are pretty common sense. No more than 20 chickens per acre. You got to keep the coop clean and well ventilated. It's got to be at least 25 feet from the nearest property line. And there's got to be at least 4 square feet of coop space per bird. So they don't want you cramming 20 birds into a tiny coop.
Sure, that makes sense. How many eggs does a hen lay?
Up to 5 or 6 a week from a healthy hen. So, you know, if you had 3 birds in this coop here, there's a dozen or more eggs a week, fresh backyard eggs.
Is this why people like to raise the chickens?
Exactly. It's mostly for eggs. Very few urban chicken keepers raise them for meat. So,
okay,
yeah.
And we're talking about hens, not roosters.
Right, hens, not roosters. The hens will lay eggs without the presence of a rooster. With the presence of a rooster, you'll have baby chicks. So for that reason, plus the noise and the midnight crowing, and most urban chicken keepers just have hens.
Really?
No
Okay,
roosters,
that's interesting to know. Microfarm Gardens actually builds coops.
We do.
Tell us about what makes a good chicken coop.
Well, there's a bunch of different ways to make a hen house, and but they all should have you know, some certain characteristics. And 2 of the big ones are a covered run area. Like this one here has these polycarbonate roof panels that keep the hens dry in you know, cold, rainy weather in the winter, and this one's actually tinted so it shades them a little bit in hot weather in the summer. So covered run area is really important. And protection from predators is the other one that you want to look for in a coop. So we wrap our coops in 1/2-inch galvanized hardware cloth, which is a lot sturdier than hexagonal poultry netting, which is also referred to as chicken wire. And you know, a coop is just as much about keeping predators out as it is about keeping the chickens in. So we use this sturdier hardware cloth to keep out you know, a wide range of predators, from hawks to raccoons to possums to snakes and rats and dogs and so on.
What about the wood?
Well, just like any garden project where, you know, where you're going to be growing food or raising animals where, you know, you'll be ultimately eating the eggs, you want to use a non-treated lumber. Like for this one here, we use red cedar, which is not pressure treated, so there are no toxic chemicals on it. So you can feel good that the backyard fresh eggs are going to be, you know, good for you.
I love this. I think I would like to have some chickens.
Yeah?
I love this. I think it's really cool.
We can do it.
I think it's great.
You can buy this coop.
Where do people get the chickens?
You know, Renfro Hardware out in Matthews sells chicks at certain times of the year, or online. You know, there's a bunch of good, reputable places. You can buy baby chicks online. They'll ship them to your front door.
Is it relatively easy then to care for them once you have the right coop and all the conditions?
Yeah, they're pretty low maintenance. It's like any other pet. Food and water. Make sure they're, you know, food and water's topped off before you go out of town for the weekend.
How long do they live?
You know, 10 years or more. In fact, they'll keep laying for, you know, 10 years or more. Yeah, you know, 10+ years.
That is great. Yeah. Thank you so much for all this information. If people would like to get one of these coops, where should they go?
They should visit microfarmgardens.com.
Microfarmgardens.com.
There's an S on the end. Microfarmgardens.com. And we've got details about this coop, which is called the Garden Arc, and some larger ones. This is the smallest one we make, and it's got wheels so you can move it around your yard. But microfarmgardens.com.
Very good. Matt Kokanis, thank you so much. It's great
Colleen.
to see you. We appreciate that. And thanks to these guys in here. Keep laying those eggs. We like it. All right, still ahead this morning on Charlotte Today, a recipe that's half taco, half cupcake. I know it sounds weird, but I promise it'll be delicious. Plus, our film critic reviews the new animated film Paranorman. But first, getting your life back once the kids are grown and out of the house. How to deal with empty nest syndrome when we come back.
Furniture and set decor by Black Lion, Charlotte's headquarters for home furnishings, gifts, and more.
So Barbara fried up that egg, that farm fresh egg that your hen or your friend's hen just laid, and you want to go ahead and try it.
It's an NBC fresh egg, Colleen.
That's right. Yes, it
Right
is.
outside the studio here.
Yes,
so.
it is.
Gosh, I'm a scrambled egg guy, but I will eat this fried egg just for the sake of the show.
The unthoughtful baker. See? She didn't know.
No, she's thoughtful. It's really good.
She is so thoughtful.
But I gave you
We
a
love
cookie.
Barbara.
I gave you a cookie.
And the cookie.
Microfarmgardens.com. Again, thank you so much, Matt, for being here
Thank
today.
you.
We
Thanks for
appreciate it.
having me, guys.
Eugene, did you have fun this week?
I had a great time. Thank you. Anytime. Anytime.
Will
Thank
you come back and do
I will
this
come
again?
Back. Yes, absolutely.
I'm so glad we didn't
No doubt.
terrify you and scare
No,
you away.
You fed me. I gained about 3 pounds, but that's good. That's okay. I can work it off.
You'll work it off.
Yes.
Barbara, thank you so much. Yes, Eugene, you did a great job this week,
Thank
my
you.
friend.
Thank
It's so
you.
good to have you
Damn.
here. Join us again on Monday morning. Cat Country's Paul Schatt will be here next week. He is so great. We're going to leave you now with the sounds of the Charlotte Civic Orchestra. Enjoy.